This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, last week, PnB Rock did an interview on Academics' podcast, Off the Record, and Academics posted a week ago. PnB Rock talked about how someone tried him in L.A. and how he didn't know what was behind it, and here is that clip.
LA's always felt a little spooky to me. Taking
Bro,
off
somebody
that
tried me
mid-dinner.
on Fairfax, like mid-pandemic. See me with my family, and they think I'm just out here lacking. But the majority of the times I got into some shit, it was like they just gave a drop up too fast, you feel me? So the second time I got into some shit, it was like was just talking loud as shit, wanting me to hear their conversation. And it's like, I'm with my peoples, like I'm with my daughter and my girl. He like started talking to me on some gangster shit. Like, I'm like, bro, do you know me? Like, you know me from somewhere? He like, yeah, I know who you is, trying to get me to like get into. So I'm like, man, I flagged him off and I just walked out the store. For me, they got to the car, and when they get to the car, that's when I let niggas know, like, I'm not on that. You feel me?
All right, so rest in peace. A lot of people posted. Meek Mill said, "Ish burn my soul bad today." Quavo said, "R.I.P. PnB Rock sending prayers to his family." Juicy J posted, "Damn, man, this is so sad." Sci-Hi said, "We are cursed as a race and culture." SMH, "R.I.P. PnB Rock. He was a super cool guy." Chica said, "PnB Rock was one of the first people I met out here. I remember being tucked away at a shoot feeling out of place, and he went to the director and told them to make sure to prioritize me the same way. He was gentle and kind with me. A newcomer and stranger. Rest in peace, man."
Yeah, sending positive energy to the family of that brother, PnB Rock. And I really wish at times like this we could discuss the actual issue of what we are doing to each other in our communities and why. Because the issues to me are gun violence, and the issues to me are lack of opportunity and income, lack of employment, lack of love for your fellow man, mental health issues, drug use. Discussing his girl, posting his location, that's a topic, not the actual issue, because the people who did that to him would do that regardless of who posted what.
Absolutely.
Not to mention, you think people in that Roscoe's couldn't have lined him up?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why
You're in a very
why-
public place, so
Yes.
people knew, I'm sure, that he was there. And if they were looking for him, like he said, someone could have made a call. We don't know what the reason is behind it.
And
so.
let's not forget, he was sitting down eating. So they had time. It wasn't like he was taking it on the go. They was sitting down eating.
All right, Jadakiss, Cameron, and Mace have announced the Three-Headed Monster Tour. And so that news came last week. Jadakiss announced it on his Instagram, on the road again. And he said it's coming to a city near you. Tickets go on sale actually today at 10 a.m. So you guys can get those at threeheadedmonstertour.com.
That's dope.
All right. Netflix reportedly wants to move away from that binge model release that they have right now.
I've been saying this.
And do more week-to-week releases. So they said with all these different streaming services, it's definitely impacted Netflix in recent years. And so certain things have really helped them, like Stranger Things, which is one of their biggest shows. But or The Gray Man, but they're saying that there's a lot of pressure to perform with these originals, and it's more difficult with Disney Plus, HBO Max, Prime Video, Hulu, Apple TV Plus, Peacock, and more people are ramping up their original programming. So now they're talking about doing something more conventional to change, to adapt, to stay ahead of the game.
I've been saying this because all those other platforms that put out shows weekly, let's say you're HBO, right? All you got to do is do like 3 original shows a year, maybe 4, because there's only 52 weeks in a year. So if you put out a season of a show that's got 10 episodes, that's 10 weeks right there. But when you Netflix, you put out a show in a weekend. Once people watch it that weekend or that week, it's over.
Right.
So now you got to keep creating this new content all the time.
Hype, yep.
You can't keep up.
Well, Netflix does currently use weekly episode drops for some of their reality competition shows. So they do that already now, but it might be at some point used for their biggest originals to keep people engaged over a longer period of time.
I'd rather do 3 great shows a year that got 10 episodes that I can put one out each week. That's 30 weeks, as opposed to trying to do 7 or 8 big powerful shows for people to binge in a weekend.
But that's part of the reason why people like Netflix, because they could binge.
And that's part of the reason why Netflix is in the red. Okay? Because they got to keep trying to make this content.
Yeah, because that was the reason why you like Netflix. You ain't have to wait week by week. You just see everything at once. See a couple shows at a time.
It was a great model when it started, but it's not sustainable long term.
You got to pivot.
You got to pivot.
All right, now Chris Rock is the person who verifies Sherry Shepherd for this dating site called Raya. Sherry Shepherd was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and she talks about getting on this dating app.
Chris Rock did verify my account because you need somebody
Not
to
on
verify
Raya,
your account.
honey.
Yes, on Raya.
Do I need to get on Raya?
Right? Yeah, it's a little bit of a playground.
You put your picture up there?
Of course.
Yes, you have to put your picture
You
up
have to
there.
put your picture
But it's
up there.
directors and hosts and rich people.
And then a lot of
okay.
people who say they're
And a lot of-
directors
yeah.
and photographers and
Oh,
stuff. I just got on Raya myself.
Did you really?
I just did. John Mayer verified me.
There you go.
Here's the thing. I'm enjoying my life right now. I'm enjoying dating. I'm taking applications.
Well, Chris Rock will verify you too.
He will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Chris, holler at your girl when you see me. Holler at me.
What the hell is Riot? It's not like a Street
It's a
Fighter
dating
character.
app, but they call it the Illuminati Tinder. So basically, you have to get vetted. As you see, you have to get a referral. So Chris Rock verifies Sherry Shepherd, and you have to do all of those things in order to be able to join. And so it's a lot of like famous people, rich people.
That's all great, but can we drop a bomb for Sherry Shepherd? Didn't her show start yesterday?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, shout out to Sherry Shepherd and her show.
Salute to
Congratulations.
Sherry Shepherd.
Yay!
I'm so glad I'm married. I could not imagine being on no goddamn Illuminati Tinder at 50-something years old looking for love.
You'd be on Grindr.
Man, shut up. Is
All
there
right,
an
well-
Illuminati grind? Clearly, you know what it is. I don't know.
All right,
Jesus
well, that
Christ.
is your rumor report.
All right, we got front page news next. What we talking about?
Well, let's talk about this undercover sex sting that happened in Florida. 160 people arrested.
All right, we'll get to that
It
next.
should have been on Grindr or whatever. What do you call it? Ryu?
Raya.
Ryukin? What's that? Whatever.
That was Street Fighter. But it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.